Yeah, my name is Sep DiMeglio, SEP, and I'm a developer audience manager for Microsoft.
Nice. And Sep, so how did you come to be involved in this event tonight with Disruptive Technologists?
So Emily Hove, who manages the Reactor spaces for Microsoft, connected me with the event organizers for this event and asked if I would be interested in coming and helping out set up and facilitate and tell everybody a little bit about my team and the Reactor team and what they have going on.
Yeah, so I was doing a little bit of research before that, and Microsoft Reactor, that is like a big thing around here. So it's more than an experiential space. Can you tell me a little bit about the Microsoft Reactor?
Yeah. So the Microsoft Reactor team's mission is pretty much to allow community members across all of the different areas around the country to come and gather and speak with no agenda about Microsoft coming into play, and just have a safe space for communities to come and meet. And they provide food, beverage, and venue sponsorship for free of cost, which is pretty nice.
And do you get to test out any products or just talk about new initiatives?
Yeah, so depending on the event, like I said, if it's a non-Microsoft event and they're not interested in having any Microsoft technology or anything like that come into play, that's totally fine. They could just come and present whatever technology that the specific organization is working on. But if you want some connections with Microsoft, we're more than happy to make those and bridge those connections. So we've had people come out from different teams. There's an event happening in January, actually, a game expo, where we're bringing people in from Xbox and all over the different orgs at Microsoft to come and show off some technology.
Very cool. So anyone can use the space.
Yeah, anyone, regardless of their liking of Microsoft or not.
Yeah. No, everybody loves Microsoft. We love Microsoft.
Yeah.
So cool. So before you got involved with this team, what were you doing before? How did you get into this whole space of technology?
Yeah. So I'm a recent university graduate. I graduated from Pace in downtown Manhattan right over here last year. And before I graduated, I was actually a Microsoft student partner. And essentially, those are technology-based students that kind of amplify Microsoft presence on campus. So I used to have different kinds of events and work with different teams at Microsoft to put on technology-inspired events on campus. So I would teach non-technical majors about technology. I would teach kind of more technical workshops to the technological majors and things like that.
Nice. So that's something we don't see too much in I would say the majority of college campuses is the incorporation of robotics and tech, and now more than ever with STEAM coming into play with kids that are kindergarten and up. It sounds like you were very active in college. How do we get that in more schools so that people can work at Microsoft, or they can discover a new love of just the industry?
Yeah, for sure. That's actually what my team is focused on. My team, the developer audience team, is focused on developers across the nation all up. And my specific role on the team is to help engage with emerging developers. So those are developers from 0 to 5 years in career, and how we can help them build their careers over time, and what we can do to help the student team at Microsoft amplify the students to learn more about technology, learn more about Microsoft, learn more about development of their skills. I actually just completed on Friday an hour of code at a high school in New Jersey, and I taught 5 different classes, an intro to Python lesson, to try to spark some interest in kids learning how to code.
And what did they think?
They liked it, I think. I hope so.
Yeah.
They were doing a Python build snowflakes challenge. It was very festive, on brand.
Yeah. Very on brand.
Yeah, they got some Microsoft swag. They all enjoyed that.
Oh, cool. Free swag, always. That'll definitely reel people in. Free swag and pizza.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. So I just have to ask, personally, doesn't have to be affiliated with Microsoft, what do you geek out on?
So I'm actually one of those technologists that have a background in both art and technology. So in university, I studied digital design and computer science. And so I really like the marriage between those two. So I really like talks and going to events and working on projects that incorporate the two of them, and the marriage between art and science.
Definitely.
I think the time before now, obviously, that society and people, civilization, has made some of its biggest strides in innovation was during the Renaissance, and that's when they used to value scientists as much as they would value artists. And I think somewhere down the line we kind of lost that with thinking that artists are no longer like innovators of their generation. And I think it's really important to kind of bring that back and think about how a creative mindset can really advance technology. Yeah, so I think a disruptive technologist is, just as the name suggests, someone that goes into their field and disrupts or is a trailblazer in their field, and they break the timeline of whatever it means to be normal or normative in their field, and they go and take a really untraditional route. Someone who's not afraid to take risks and worry about like, oh, well, maybe someone thinks that's stupid, or someone doesn't think that that's the way things are supposed to be done. That's usually when historically we make the best innovations and the best findings and discoveries, is when people aren't afraid to try new things and always advance.
Couldn't agree with you more. Thank you so much, Sep.
No, thank you so much.